Welcome. Today we'll be discussing about sequences and series. So what's a sequence? A sequence is a set of numbers generated in accordance with a definite pattern. That's what they call a sequence. So let me put down this statement down. I said a sequence is a set of numbers generated in accordance with a definite pattern. With a definite pattern. So that's what they call sequence. So let me just give a typical example, like if we have 1, we have 3, we have 5, we have 7, and so on. You can see the difference between these numbers is just 2. So if I add 1 to this, if I add 2 to this one, I will have 3, 3 plus 2, I have 5, 5 plus 2, I have 7, and so on. Now look at this one again. It's also another type of sequence. Like if I have something like this, and I observe something here. What can I observe? I observe that 1 squared is 1, this is 2 squared, that is 4, this is 3 squared, that is 9, 4 squared, that is 16. Then the next one I will follow will be 5 squared, that is 25, and so on. So let us discuss about what we call sequence as a function. Sequence as a function. So let's discuss that. So in that case, without wasting much time, let us go into a given function. So we have given that, so they now give us this function. Let's say un is equals to, okay, we are giving this function. Let us assume that un is this, and we are asked to find the value of u8, then multiply by u3. Okay, so let's go and solve that question. Okay, so we are giving un, so let's write the function out. So I have my un to be the same thing as 512 now times 2 raised to power minus n. Then I'm going to look for u8 first. So let's get u8. So what's our u8? Anywhere we see n, we should replace it with 8. So that's the meaning. Un should be replaced with 8. So let's go 1512 in the function. We have minus, this is 8. Then I have it to be 512 now times 1 all over, according to the law of indices. So 1 all over 2 raised to power 8. So definitely this one will be 512 times 1 all over. What is 2 raised to power 8? We'll observe it that it's going to be 256. So that's it. 2 in 8 places. It's 256. Then something can go here. 256 here, 1. 256 here, we have 2. So in that case, our final answer will definitely be 2. That is for u8. So we are going to do the same thing for u3. So let's do that. And now multiply the result. So let's go. So we have it like this. So our u8 has been, we've done that. So let's try and solve our u3. Let me put down the same function out again. So this is my u3 will now be 512 now times 2 raised to power minus 3. The same law of indices we apply there, which is 1 all over. The moment you put 1, the negative sign will disappear. Then we have 2 raised to power 3. Then finally we have it to be 512 times 1 all over 2 raised to power 3 is 8. Then what can divide this? I notice here 8 here, 1, 8 in 512. We have it to be 64. We have it to be 64. So let me put the 64 here. So in that case, 64 times 1, we still have it to be 64. So we are through with that. So therefore, the main question is that we should look for U8, then multiply the result with what? With U3. So I'm going to multiply the two answers. This is the answer for U8 and this is the answer for U3. So let's multiply the result. So we have my U8 now becomes, we obtain 2 as our answer there. Okay, let me use my white ink. So I have 2 times, what's my U3? And we have my 64. So the final answer will now be 128. So that is it, and we are through with that question. Let's go to the second question again. Now this second question is from GCE 2011. So let's write GCE 2011. But this one is from question 6. It's an objective question. So we are given that the nth term of a sequence is, I'm writing it out, into bracket minus 1 all over 2 all raised to power n. Let's go on. And we are asked to find the third term. Find the third term. Okay, so we can represent it either with un or we can represent it with tn. You can use anyone, you can write zn, but I would prefer us using un and tn in this class. So I'm going to write here as let tn represent the function. So we have 2 raised to power 2n. Now there's a product here, multiplication sign. Now this is 1 all over 2. Then let's put the negative sign, all raised to power n. So we are asked to find the third term. So how do we get our third term? That's t3 is our third term. So I have my t3 will now be 2. That's the third term. To anywhere we see n, we should replace it with 3. So you can see that I've replaced it with 3. Now this one still remains minus 1 all over 2. Then this is all raised to power n is now 3. So we have it like this. So in that case, we are going to, let me draw my line. Okay, then we have it like this. So we have t3 will now be equals to, this is 2 raised to power 2 times 3, we have it to be 6. Now this is times, now minus raised to power 3, we still have it to be minus because it is odd. 1 raised to power 3, we still have it to be 1. Then 2 raised to power 3, we still have it to be 8. So our work continues here. 2 raised to power 6, we have it to be 64. Now times minus 1 all over 8. So our final answer here is now minus 8. Why? When this one cancels this 8 in 64, we have 8. 8 times minus 1, we have minus 8. And that is definitely the answer. So that is option D.